And a good day, everyone. Sorry I'm a little late this morning. I didn't have any internet. Finally, it came back. My name is Jewel, and this is a tropical update. And of course, it's all about Delta, and I'm going to go through a lot of things to show you with this, okay? Earlier this morning, as you can see right in here, it looks like Delta. It did make landfall around 30 to 35 miles from Cancun, Mexico. Right now, the winds are 105 miles per hour. That's a Cat 2. But Delta should begin to re-intensify late today as it moves into an area of some fairly warm and deep waters. I'm talking, this is like 90-degree water, folks. Also, some fairly light shear. Now, it's looking like regional hurricane models all show Delta attaining back up to a Category 4 status in 36 to 48 hours. Now, it's looking like the intensity forecast is just the way that it's been forever, okay? It's going to be, I gotta put this in here. It's looking like Delta will become considerably larger than it is now by the time it reaches the northern Gulf Coast. So even if some weakening occurs there, the hurricane will likely bring sizable areas of very hazardous conditions to the coast. So with all of that said, we're going to go on and check out the National Hurricane Center before we check some more things out. Here we are. Right now, the winds are 105 miles per hour. The pressure is 974 millibars. It's located 21.1 north, 87.4 west, and it's moving northwest at 17 miles per hour. Checking out the tracking map from the National Hurricane Center, you can see right in here it has passed over the areas of Mexico now. And I hope all of these people are okay because, folks, they took a beating. Now, it is going to remain a hurricane through tomorrow morning of a 2, but by tomorrow afternoon it should be a 3. By Friday, a 4, then come back down to a 3. As it gets up in Mississippi, well, it should be a tropical storm. As of now, remember, all of this can change. We know how these storms do. But as of now, the National Hurricane Center, with their coordinates, have it right here before landfall. So it is just south of and a little east of Pecan Island. Here's Cameron over here. Last night I said Cameron. You know how it bounces back and forth, and there's still a lot of places that are going to get tropical storm conditions. This is what it's looking like as of now, though. Everyone in these areas, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a sizable storm. You're going to feel Delta as she moves by. Now, after about 12 hours after landfall, it should be up around this area of Mississippi. There's Port Gibson. So it's going to be traveling through Alcom, Patterson, Port Gibson, all you guys, all of these areas. You're going to feel the wrath of Delta. But Delta will be much weaker at this time. You should probably have maybe 60 mile per hour winds, but lots and lots of rain coming in. What I just showed you a while ago, when it comes in, you folks are going to have at least 115 mile per hour winds, maybe 130, but we'll keep it at 115 for right now. Now, all along as I've been reporting on Delta, I said no dry air to get in the way of it, but I said maybe later on in the forecast, maybe some would show up around this area, and there it is right there, looking like it's showing up. We do have some dry air and a little bit of shear going on, but let's hope that this little bit of dry air and shear does do some magic on Delta. As you can see, Delta is much bigger than this mass right here. We'll have to wait and see, but it looks like what I saw coming is what is going to happen. Now, when it comes to rain, we come over here. Everything that is white is horrific rain, especially along here. But all of the outside bands contain much rain, rain affecting Florida as it moves closer. All of the Gulf Coast states, including portions of Texas, is going to feel a lot of rain, along with some breezy conditions, I should say, like tropical storm conditions up in these areas. I'll check out some of the latest forecasts for a few of these areas in just a moment to show you. But everyone, and my heart goes out to these people, it's looking to me like this is going to come in somewhere between Cameron and Intercoastal. Okay? That's what it's looking like. Well, check out the GFS map right quick. That is what model the National Hurricane Center at this time is leaning towards. Now just remember, this can change. I can't stress that enough. It's liable to bounce all the way around in this area, folks. But this is the GFS model, and this is a faster model than the European model. This is what the National Hurricane Center is leading towards at this moment. It may change, but you can see here is Cameron, here is Intercoastal City, and here is the center of Delta right in here as it begins to push ashore. Looking like sometime Friday between around 3 p.m. in the afternoon. This could linger on, though. It could slow up, folks, and I think when maybe the dry air and that little shear attacks it, it may slow it up. So I'm thinking sometime Friday night or early Saturday morning. But as you can see, as we move on across, here's Morgan City, here's New Orleans. We'll move the map over just a hair here. It's just beginning to come on land. Mobile, you'll feel a little bit, but nothing like these folks over here, okay? Here we have Gulfport, and also here's Sidell. We know we have a Biloxi down in here. So let's just go check out some of what the weather forecasts are looking like for some of these places at this time. When it does come in, I can't stress enough, low end, it's going to be 115 mile per hour winds. If it's a little bit higher, if it's not dragged down that much, could be 130 mile per hour winds as it makes landfall. This is 20 miles south-southwest of Kyle Allen, Louisiana. This is closer to Pecan Island. You can see tropical storm conditions possible Thursday night. Hurricane conditions Friday night. Tropical storm conditions possible on Saturday. We'll check some more out. Beaumont, Texas. Tropical storm conditions possible Friday. Hurricane conditions possible Friday night. Tropical storm conditions possible Saturday. Now, this is not saying you're going to have a hurricane. It's saying it's possible these conditions could turn into hurricane conditions. Tropical storm conditions is more what I'm thinking of for you guys. And as we move right along, we'll come up here. Here's Cameron, Louisiana. Hurricane conditions. Possible Friday night. Tropical storm conditions for Saturday. And then when we come over to Biloxi, Mississippi, tropical storm conditions possible Friday night into Saturday. And for Port Gibson, Mississippi, by the time it moves on inland like I showed you on the map, just a little bit windy Friday night, but you guys are going to get lots and lots of rain starting up on Friday at a 70% chance, lasting all the way through Saturday at a 60% chance, and you're still going to have lingering showers right on through Sunday. Here's a look at the HWRF model. Here is the model. You can see this is set for Friday, getting right to come into Louisiana, right in this area here. You see the wind field around it here, and when you look at it close, you see these winds are very high, 115 to 130 miles per hour in some of these quadrants. Be aware and stay safe. Checking out the tracking map from the National Hurricane Center once again, you can see it is going to be a major storm, major hurricane as it comes inland in Louisiana as it looks right as of now. What everybody needs to concentrate on, we're going to have some heavy rain. Now, it's going to affect portions of western Cuba and the northern Yucatan Peninsula all the way through early Thursday morning. Now, this rain's going to lead to significant flash flooding and mudslides. Flash urban and small stream flooding, along with minor river flooding, is likely Friday through Saturday. Even after it is gone, you see how much rain is in this. That's going to be through Saturday across portions of the central Gulf Coast, north into portions of the lower Mississippi Valley. Now, all of this heavy rain is going to spread. It's going to spread northeastward into the Tennessee Valley and interior southeastern United States this weekend into early next week. Now, there is an increasing likelihood of some life-threatening storm surge and dangerous hurricane force winds, especially along the coast of Louisiana and Mississippi, beginning Friday. Now, residents in these areas should ensure they have their hurricane plan in place and follow advice given by all of the local authorities. Storm surge and hurricane watches are likely going to be issued for portions of the northern Gulf Coast later today. As we take a look at the interactive tracking map from the National Hurricane Center, you can see right in here this cone of uncertainty, folks, right in this area when it begins to make landfall. I want to tell you about that because it's uncertain for 200 miles. And for 200 miles in this cone of uncertainty right in this area, it still could bounce over here or bounce over here. More westerly, more easterly. This is just what it's looking like right as of now. And it is 200 miles wide, so this cone, it could still go either way. If it goes further east, Mississippi, Alabama, you're going to get a whole lot more. And by the way, Alabama, just where this cone is going, you guys along the coastlines and the panhandle of Florida, and maybe even a little in central Florida, you're going to get some rain showers out of this anyway. You're going to get some rain to pop up, maybe some thunderstorms. So if it moves a little further east, of course, all of that will intensify more. A little more west, it's going to affect Arkansas and Texas more. So I'm just showing you what I am available to show you that as of what it looks like now. We do have to watch this. Watch it closely. If you're from Texas to Florida, especially Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, you guys take heed. Now, so far as Georgia goes, it's just a little of northwestern Georgia. You'll have maybe 20, 30 mile per hour wind gusts once in a while. No big deal, but you are going to get rain out of it. And some of these places, as it makes landfall coming up, you could receive a foot of rain. You could receive a foot of rain. That's what it's looking like right now. Of course, the rain will deteriorate down as it moves inland and across land, but this rain's going to affect all the way up to Ohio and Pennsylvania, West Virginia, North Carolina, even southern Illinois. So be aware of this. The rain up in these areas should be this weekend, first of the week, next week. But right in this area is the most treacherous, where storm surge is going to occur. I'll put watches and warnings in the show more. Please click that to find out more information about areas that may concern you. I would appreciate it greatly. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so, folks. If you're into the weather, I would greatly appreciate it. Click subscribe, click the bell, and make sure you check off all. Gotta check that all, or you won't get all of my videos as I put them out. I'll have another update coming up for you later this evening. In the meantime, everyone along this area, from Texas all the way over, you should have your hurricane plans in place. You should have your hurricane kits ready. please pay attention to your local authorities and your local weather forecasters. With all that said and done, stay safe. Don't mess with Delta. She's a bad one. Peace, love, and kindness to each and every one of you, and may you have a good day, a safe day, and a blessed day. Thanks so much for watching.